Hi everyone, hope you are doing well from wherever you are watching this channel, depending on your time zone. Now, the Sabawati Member of Parliament, Caleb Hamisi, visited Vihiga County. To be specific, he was addressing the Maragoli sub-tribe of the Luya Nation. And by the way, Caleb Hamisi is a Maragoli. That means his origin is Vihiga County, but elected in Sabawati. He came to check on the lives of the Maragoli people, of course, to see whether it has changed since the time when Mudavadi joined the government. But when he was trying to address the issue of Mudavadi, his influence on the community, and his political future, he was kind of rebuking Mudavadi. To the surprise, the audience joined him. They agreed in his position. First of all, this is what he's asking. That you have served in the government for a very long time. From the time when he was 3 years. Now he's a member of parliament. Until now, Mudavadi is repeating in those ministries that he has been serving. Why was he still waiting for Ruto to give him a job? And he was a minister before Ruto was a minister. Besides this, there is something he's questioning also. That what has the community benefited since the time you are in government as a senior government official? There is nothing the community can be proud of. That is Sabawati Member of Parliament, Caleb Hamisi.
Nikiwa miaka 3 years old, you are a minister. Nzobeni mieka jivaga, you are a minister in Moi's government. Was in all ministries, wakujaji kurudia. You served in all of them until you are now repeating. And there is nothing your community can be proud of.
Yeah, very true.
When I was 3 years old, you were a minister. When I was 10 years old, you were a vice president. Ruto ametoka mbele, ndio anakupea kazi. And then you're telling us to keep quiet.
Now, as we continue this particular discussion, just a quick request for those who are watching and you have not yet subscribed, please consider subscribing. To our returning subscribers, Amisi, thank you so much. And again, to all our viewers, please give this video a thumbs up. Thank you so much, and back to this discussion. Now, Caleb Amisi, because he is a Maragoli, he decided to address these people in a language that relates well with them. But he was also doing a translation. That means he wanted to have a proper connection with the people to really understand what he's saying. And that is the reality. So you find a lot of truth in his statement that Mudavadi has served in many ministries as a minister. You talk about finance, you talk about local governments, you talk about communication, you talk about, it is several. And during those times, there was changes that he was bringing in, which was so much helpful to the country at that level, in the national level there. Then the question is, why and where did you fail? To an extent, you wait for Ruto to become the president to give you a job. So you have been even a vice president. You have served as deputy prime minister together with Uhuru Kenyatta. Uhuru became president, but Mudavadi was nowhere. Instead, he was in a kind of deals. Ruto, whom he served with in the ministry, later he has become president. He's still waiting for them to give him a job. Now now he is a prime cabinet secretary a position that is not even recognized in the law as of now. Though because to Kenya Kwanza's arrangement in the pecking, he is number 3, but not recognized in the law. And that's what they're trying to fight, to make sure that if the dialogue will go on, then they should entrench that position in the law. Look at that. So with all this, the question is simple. Where did you fail? Because now what Caleb Amisi is telling us is that the position that Mudavadi is fighting for, the capacity in which he is serving, it is something he should pave way for other emerging leaders to serve in that capacity. Akina Oparanya na wengine, akina Eugene Wamalwa. But for him, he should be in the higher office. And since he failed to manage time, he should pave way for other leaders. I think that is the interpretation I'm getting from that. There is nothing new. You've served in all these ministries. The only remaining thing was for him to ascend to the higher office, presidency. Hakuna nafasi ingine bado yeye hajafanya. He have served everywhere. But he failed to manage time. That's why it is now time managing him. So for him, his position is that Mudavadi aache vitu ndogo hapa kwa watu wengine. Asonge kule juu na atafuta kitu kingine. Kama sio hivyo, retire from politics. Now, you come to the other issue. He's saying that there is nothing your community is proud of. Since then, you've been serving in the government. And if there is any area where the development should have done the best in Western, then it should be in Sabatia to start from. Because that is the home constituency to Musalia Mudavadi. That is the constituency that gave him power to get to where he has been serving in previous ministries. Hao ndio wamekuwa wakimpigia kura. But you just come and check in Sabatia. By the way, I'm in Sabatia. Where Caleb Amisi has been when he was addressing these people. Mekuwa huku. Anything new that was a brainchild of Musalia Mudavadi, if it is road, the road we have one here, it was put up very long time when his father was still a minister. You talk about factories. How many has he helped to put up as his brainchild? We only have one. But this was put up by his father, Musalia Mudamba. We talk about that is Mudavadi factory. Not his brainchild. So you look at that, and by the way, Vihiga County is so much congested, especially the Maragoli side. Very congested, whereby people should be engaging in other business like manufacturing, all those kind of things. You create employment. Huko sasa hata watu wamebaki tu waanze kujenga nyumba wakienda juu. No land. But if I ask you, how many companies have Mudavadi tried to open here? Even on his own name. Just to make sure that he's creating employment for the people. I'm saying so because I know very many politicians in the Mount Kenya region, if you go there, you'll find they're running companies, they've employed people in their own localities. Huku kwetu, ile moja tu yenye iliekwa na senior, but yeye nothing yenye amepush through the government to come and wamesema hapa kuna mawe mengi hapa, ilikuwa wajenge hapo a factory ya kutengeneza marbles. Paka saa hizi ni shamba tu limekuwa fenced, but nothing beyond that. Now listen, Vihiga County, because now you talk about Vihiga. So if Sabatia has not been developed, How do you expect him to develop Vihiga? How do you expect him to push for development in Kakamega? How do you expect him to push for Busia's development? How do you expect him to push for Trans Nzoia and Bungoma development? Kama Sabatia is still snagging behind where he has been as a leader. Talk about hospitals. We have a clinic here, Sabatia. This one was put up during his father's era. So, is he still riding on the achievement of his father? It can never work up to that. Because he even got a chance to serve in better position than what his father was serving. Just a clinic. Haijawahi kuwa upgraded into something big because he did not help. Imagine someone has to walk all the way from Mululu, from Chamakanga. You go to Sabatia for medical checkup, to the clinic. Hakuna any other clinic around here. It's a distance you have to pay 100 shillings ukitumia pikipiki. So you need 200 for you to get to the clinic. 100 ya kwenda, 100 ya kurudi. That is the proximity. Hakuna yenye ameweka yeye mwenyewe. You talk about the Sabatia Eye Hospital. These were things that were brought during his father's time. For him, I don't know what to say. Barabara ile walikuja kulaunch paka saizi bado iko ni mara. Wanafikiria kufukuza contractor waeke mwingine, but nothing serious going on. But even if that road will be put up, people are going to remember Uhuru Kenyatta than they will remember William Ruto as far as the tarmacking of that road is concerned. Na hii ni ya kutoka kwa barabara kwenda kwa boma yake na kurudi kwa barabara. So they are just opening his gate ya kutumia kwenda nyumbani, but nothing beyond that. So you listen to Caleb Amisi, you find that there are a lot of things that Mudavadi need to work on. Lawyers really have nothing to associate with Musalia Mudavadi as far as uplifting the livelihood is concerned. With all this, we see a lot of failures in Mudavadi leadership. He has to wake up in the class, or else mambo yatabadilika tu.